Although there was a resounding Remain vote in Gibraltar, the majority of the electorate woke up to the news that the UK had chosen to vote out. But issues relating to the frontier, the flow of people and goods, and the economy seem to be the main concerns. The sun may be shining in Gibraltar, but the mood from the centre of town today is certainly a more sombre one, as people take stock of what a Brexit actually means. Uncertainty is the key word, very much at the centre of discussion.
We've just heard this morning that David Cameron is saying bye-bye to all of us. So I don't know actually what to think about it. I'm not really very happy.
Well, what I think is that all the people who didn't vote should be made to vote, and we should be given another chance.
The bottom line is this: because of the uncertainty, we don't know. And until we get a clearer picture, we'll be in limbo. And that's the biggest issue.
People need to be together. We need to work together in all aspects. Work, people that haven't got work, we need to look after ourselves now and push ourselves forward.
It needs to be strong. Nothing else. We have to be strong and maintain our stand with everything. We can't just let things happen for us. We have to make them happen ourselves.
I think going forward there are two elements that are very important. I think that the local political parties have got to work together. The ping-pong's got to stop. And secondly, that any agreement that the UK makes with Europe, Gibraltar has to be part of that agreement, otherwise we'll be out on a limb.
Plan B, a very strong plan B, something to give us security, a way forward, something that will allow us to have a sense of direction and just to get on back to normality. That's what we need right now.
We have a brilliant Chief Minister in Fabian Picardo, and there is no doubt in my mind that Fabian Picardo is the man to lead us through this chaotic turmoil, not for only Gibraltar, but for the whole of Europe.
To find a good source of primary industry. You know, we don't have a lot of any manufacturing here, and we have a bit of manufacturing, or small, we don't really grow food. We don't have, the only primary industries, things like financial services and gaming, offshore companies and all that. That's kind of the big industries. I think we need to find a way. I'm not sure if how you do that, because I'm not in those industries, but you have to find a way of keeping those industries here.
Gibraltar now has to look at diversifying other aspects of the economy. We've always survived, and I'm sure we will again.
The result had an immediate impact on London's stock market, with the pound hitting its lowest level since 1985. Just one of the issues that could affect local trade.
Pounds attracting, but also if we're buying in euros in the European Union, then the euro rate is obviously affecting us in terms of the buying price as well. So maybe more attractive for people coming to spend in euros, but if we're buying in euros, then our cost price is obviously going to raise.
We are heavily dependent on tourist flow from Spain. The rents on the main street are in line with that expectation. That expectation's now gone out the window. We don't know, as you said, it's a leap into the unknown, so we don't really know where this is heading. Certainly there is worry.
We depend on imports really, and we depend on people. So at the end of the day, I'm worried about the freedom of movement and the freedom of movement of goods and of people actually, which we do enjoy nowadays within the European Union. So that is my main concern. If imagine worst case scenario, our frontier is closed for whatever reason, whether it be legally or not, but the other side, Spain, can decide to switch on and off tap whenever they decide to do so, and this is a perfect excuse to do so. So this could have immediate drastic effects on everything that is imported into Gibraltar.
And as we sought initial reactions, Unite's regional officer believes Gibraltar will stand to the occasion, irrespective of that UK result. Victor Rosello calls for unity, saying his union's strategy now is to get to the UK to lobby the best possible results for the ROC.
Well, I cannot give any assurance. I'm not in a position to reassure anybody, but the repercussions are there, and things could happen. Depending on, we've got a neighbouring country where we have a Pepe right-wing fascist-style government, and the way they are imposing things to Gibraltar and threatening us with the closure of the frontier, those are threats we need to face. you know. And those are repercussions that could cause problems to our finances, to our political stance, and to commercially, it could do a lot of damage to Gibraltar, which eventually could cause unemployment, and we will have to deal with all that. But that's nothing that I can promise anybody that I can resolve. But obviously, we will get our shoulders together, you know, and help government, help Gibraltar to stand up and survive to all these issues.
You mentioned earlier a meeting with the Chief Minister, but with regards to strategies, is there anything concrete in place, perhaps short-term and longer-term too?
Well, absolutely, absolutely. I mean, the Labour side of politicians in the UK, in my opinion, they must have done something wrong. Unite has been canvassing, has been lobbying and you know, exercising every right in trying to achieve the vote we wanted. But obviously, something must have failed, and the left is being left there stranded. Now we have Cameron resigning. Well, we have Corbyn on the other end, walking on eggshells. So what are we talking about? Are we talking another general election? Then Farage could come in. That's not good for Gibraltar either. So we need to, of course, we are going to lobby. We're going to emphasize this to our union in UK. We're going to lobby all our friends, and this is what we want to offer the Chief Minister. You know, where we need to sit down with him and work together. And look, for what again, Gibraltar needs to disassociate itself from party politics and internal struggles and stick together. And I'm sure that Gibraltar has never been given anything for free. We've always fought for our rights, and we will stand once again together and fight for what we need and the best for the community.
A reminder there of Gibraltar's resilience and fighting spirit throughout history.